Alrighty, there she is in all her glory. She's been abandoned, so we gotta bring her back to life. Anyways, guys, if you're following on Instagram, just picked up this buggy. Pretty freaking excited about it. Also pretty freaking tired. I just drove Tuesday, left and drove probably 16 hours, and then today finished up the 10. Drove all the way to Florida to go get this thing. So but yeah, here's the walk around. Alright, it doesn't feel terrible. Usually I hate buggies that have the pedals so close to the seat, so your knees are kind of lifted up. It's really weird. The way it's designed, it's got some crazy old headers. I mean, literally I could just do some hugger headers and go down below. And I am a man of quiet exhausts. I don't really like loud exhausts, so I might put a full exhaust on this anyways, or kick them out the back. So that's an option. So I got crazy headers. If I remove crazy headers, now my firewall can get, if I remove crazy headers, this can move forward, firewall thing can move forward, and then I can have leg room for those. So that's probably what's going to happen, to be honest with you. I mean, I like open headers because it sounds cool, but it's not very cool once you're driving it forever or driving it for a couple hours or even 20 minutes. So anyways, guys, I got this thing yesterday, last night. So yesterday morning I drove, 14 hours to go get this thing. Yeah, somewhere in there, 14 hours to go get it. Got it in Florida, turned around, went to Moody Air Force Base, spent the night at Moody, and then woke up this morning, drove, I think it was like 11 hours from Moody all the way back home, and now I'm home, and I already want to start ripping this thing apart. So I'm going to see if I can get some light out here and start yanking this engine out, and let's see if we can't get the 5.3 prep for installation. So I got to decide if I want to gap rings on the 5.3 or not. That's the situation. So if I don't gap the rings, I'm probably not going to use any nitrous. If I do gap the rings, I mean, the occasional button press doesn't hurt anyone. Occasional nitrous through its blood doesn't hurt nobody. So anyways, let's get to getting. Alrighty guys, so it's a new day and got more energy today. Got my Lucky Charms in. Didn't get too far last night, so I just was running out of lighting. I was kind of getting ticked off the video quality, so we're just gonna continue ripping this thing apart. Main goal is to get the engine out today and then see what else I can start kind of cleaning up. So if you can see, these are the bump stops. They got minor rusting on them, so I'm gonna try to see if I can't clean up that surface and get those good. All the shocks look good. Really just try to figure out a couple things that I hate, such as this shifter. I don't know why it's backwards. I'm guessing they ran out of room to mount it because it's a giant shifter, but we will see what's going on with that. Additionally, I don't like the gauges, so I don't like how it's set up. Going to probably move a lot of that around. So anyways, let's get to work. Alright guys, about an hour later, and she is getting pretty dang close. So I got the motor mounts to do, pretty easy, just a bolt on each side. I'll probably take out the 4 from the block. So I'll undo those, a couple of wires to go, the starter on the other side, and then I should be good to go. So we will, come on off. And this one, yeah. So yeah, anyways, and then I have the flex plate, or flywheel, I guess. Flywheel to take the bolts out of, and then we will be good to lift. So we're gonna give it a good old whirl. And I wish I had my lift block, but I actually left it at Chalambaga's when I dropped my motor off there. So didn't expect to be purchasing another buggy in the meantime. So anyways, let's keep going. Alrighty guys, there she is. there's the hole. So I'm pretty anxious to get the oil pan off this thing just to see what happened, because that sounds fun. I'm trying to see if the head is still good. I was told that these have had head work done to them. I don't know what yet, so we'll pull off the heads, check some pistons out, see what actually is done to this motor before she blew up. So anyways, this oil pump, or I'm sorry, water pump is like brand new. It has the paint still on the pulley, so I will be reusing that, bolting it on that one. The downside to this, which is gonna hold me up for quite a few hours, is the frickin' transmission's cracked. So obviously this needs to go back here, weld it on. So I'll get the TIG welder out and start plastering aluminum into that thing. I don't understand why it's hollow underneath it, which is a pretty stupid design if you ask me. But so clean up everything best I can, weld this all back on there, see if I can't. I gotta figure out how to put a straight edge across here. Maybe I'll use a level or a couple levels to try to get it as straight as I can, and then maybe clamp it to the levels. I don't know. We'll figure out something. This needs to be welded back on. That one needs to be welded back on. Somebody tried to JB weld it, it looks like. Wouldn't say that's the best technique to a trail fix, I guess. But anyways, yeah, first thing first, I think I'm gonna rip the motor down, and then when it's hottest point during the day, I'll put on all my welding gear under the sun and then weld this. Yes. Alright guys, that is the first evidence of something bad that happened, and that was on whatever's way over here. So we'll see what that looks like. Alrighty guys, this thing was running for a minute while very blown up. You can see that it was banging against all the walls in there. I mean, down in that cylinder wall over there. So that connecting rod was not happy. Maybe you try to drive it back or something. I mean, look at the bottom of the freaking piston down in there. Let's see if I can get some light on it. So I'll just get this one cleaned up and put back in it. That's a lie. Let's go get the other motor ready, and let's get this thing started by the end of the day. That sounds like a fun time. So I might take a pressure washer in here first because it is grimy. I mean, this is a lot of wheeling with no love. So I might try to pressure wash some of this. Might try to do some wiring. I'm not real sure. My main goal with this thing is I have to have it ready by October. We got an event to go to at Disney, Rocktoberfest, so I want it running and driving in fairly decent shape and get all that done for October. So this one needs to be running, and then that needs to get fully assembled. So I have to weld that tranny. Wow, that looks bad. Well, you don't need all the bolts on a transmission anyways. It's proven time and time again. But let's see if we can't weld these up and get it as straight as I can. And then that way it looks like I at least tried. So let's get to work. Alrighty guys, got it welded on there. It's not gonna win any competitions, but it's pretty freaking solid. I mean, I welded the inside and the outside, and the thickest portion might have been 3/8 or somewhere in there. So this face I'll grind down, and that one should be good. I mean, I've done way worse repairs and other things than they've held. So next one is this one. This one's gonna be a little trickier because it's got JB weld all in it. So I'm gonna try to wire wheel all this out of there, and then get my piece and do the same thing I did there, except for this pin. I don't think you can take these things out, or if you can, it's not easy, but I don't know if you pound it out from the backside or something. But so I might have to drill a hole in my plate, use it to kind of, you know, seat against this face, and then put my piece in there, and then weld that one up. But I'm pretty happy with it. So let's figure out the second one, and then we can finally get this motor in. I've done as much cleaning as I want to do in here, so I pressure washed it. Good enough. Maybe someday I'll tear this one down and do what I did to that one. But in the meantime, let's get this thing back together. Alright, that one turned out awesome. Super pumped about how that one welded. Get the inside and the outside. Pretty sweet. So, and I grooved the inside of this one. I didn't show it on camera, but because it's just a little bit thicker parts down in there. So, grooved the thicker parts, sended it with the welder. So, yeah. That should work. So let's get these faces cleaned up, and then it's time to get that motor mounted in. So it's that easy, that close. Let's get to it. Alright guys, I gotta cut the video off somewhere. Transmission's welded up, engine's ready to go back in. I'm super excited to hear this thing start up. Overall, I'm pretty pleased with the buggy so far. Everything's pretty clean and well done and well built on it. So yeah, just excited to get this thing out and see what it can do. So if you guys are liking this buggy, be sure to subscribe, like, share, do all that good stuff, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.